Hey guys, what's going on? It's Connor Pouts here, and today we are bringing you the second editing tutorial as sort of like how I do my YouTube videos and everything that, I do in order to get it done. This is in no way saying that there are better ways to do it or worse ways to do it. This is just how I do it. So we can just see how I edit my videos and everything. Now, this is slightly messy. This is actually not the same video. I'm just kind of moving stuff over like in the background just so it's done. I know it's a very inefficient way of doing this, moving them over with flash drives, but that's the only thing I've got. I don't have a home network or anything. One of these days I'm going to have a Windows network so I can just like pull it off the other computer and make it a lot easier. But that's not this right now. Now, it's very unusual that I'd have two videos of the same, or I'd have two videos of the same video just like ready to be edited. But since, I ran out of time and I got kind of sick, then that's what goes on there. So today, obviously, keeping with this thing, we're going to be using Sony Vegas Pro. Sony Vegas Pro, which is something that I've not used in a while. This is Sony Vegas Pro 16. They've probably got Vegas 20 now. I've got a very outdated version of it. Now, I usually use Premiere with the Adobe Cloud Suite. But, if you guys want me to do a video on Premiere too in the future, you just let me know. But this is Vegas now. So anyway, we're going to do, obviously we do this at the the very appropriate hours. Now, I just, I do this, usually I record during the morning when I'm more, energetic, and when I'm like lazy and boring at like 1 in the morning, I'm just like kind of, I just want to do it. I don't have to be that crazy active to do it, so I'm just trying to take advantage of the time. I don't have to be like super, hey guys, what's going on? My name is LaserFighter111 when I'm like editing. I don't have to do that. I can just be really boring. Usually I'm not talking through it, but like I just talk. I just talk through what I'm doing, even if I'm not recording. No, that's not what I do. I wish that would be cool. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be editing a Doki Doki Literature Club video. Now, I chose this for two reasons. One, because it requires a face cam too, which is an extra layer of complexity. And two, because it's not much editing involved, because usually you just look at the waveforms, and if it goes down, you cut it out and put it back in, because there's like 2 cuts in the whole thing, because it's just an hour of just straight reading, because I'm surprised at how long I can talk without losing my voice. But anyway, yeah, we're going to do my favorite part, and I call this asset gathering, basically getting everything you're going to need for this. So what we'll do here is we'll hit Control on our keyboard. We can select multiple things here without choosing, the wrong files we don't want. And we can go ahead and move that over to our project media folder. It takes a minute for it to register that it's being moved over. But once it does, there we go. You're going to see add sign. And what you can do is just let your mouse go, and it will add all those 3 videos in there. Now you can actually see one of the things that Vegas stole from Premiere was that you can actually hover over the thumbnails now and actually, screws through so you can grab a frame that you want. Now, not really stole, but this did exist in Premiere before, and they added it to Vegas that I noticed anyway. It's actually pretty cool anyway, because you can get through, you can actually go through the video and, see where you want to do. And you can also select, like, say if I only want half the video, right? I can just select half and just move that over. Well, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like editing before you even start editing. Kind of like, say, a sequence in Premiere Pro. But there's really nothing to kind of compare that in Vegas. And what we'll do here is I actually need my face cam border as well, which I have saved on my desktop here. We just put that in there. We need the face cam border as well. And I think after that, that's all we probably need in order to get this started. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll start adding things in. Now, I already gathered I already put the waveforms in there, so... Would you want to set your project media? No, probably not, because this is 1280 by 720. We want it to be 1920 by 1080 is the full what we want it to be eventually. And as you can see, this one, the way I have it set in OBS, actually records in 1280 by 720 to like save on space or a minute or whatever. I don't really know what to call it. Not save on space. It's more like CPU usage while I'm recording. It takes a little bit longer. It takes a little bit more power to record in 1080p, and it's not really what you want. So anyway, what we have here is actually the OBS folder. Now, when I'm recording with OBS, I usually like to get this OBS, the OBS folder, to record my audio as well. Because when I record my audio off of my Elgato game capture card, it's really weird in that it actually causes a little bit of a, buzzing noise. And I don't know how to solve it. I've tried pretty much everything. I will show you that right now. So if I move this over, obviously, eventually we're going to want to move this down. This is going to have to be moved down as well. You can kind of scroll down. I'm going to take, say, the building peaks, and we're going to move that below anyway, so we can get rid of this audio track, because I kind of want all the audio to be on one area. Because once we get the video done, we don't really need to see it anymore, because all it is just a thumbnail. What you want to really be focusing on is the waveforms around the audio. So once that gets building peaks, I will let it play, and I'll let you see what that sort of weird buzzing noise sounds like. And one cool thing that you can do with Vegas that you cannot do in Premiere is what you can actually do is move it, and as you can see at the bottom there, you can actually tell exactly where the waveform is, like it's not going away. In Premiere, when you move the thumbnails, the waveform goes away, and it kind of like goes away until you have it as a frame. So you can't exactly tell where it is. With Vegas, you can tell exactly where you're putting it, and it makes it a lot easier to link it up. Now, the reason we do the audio test is to link up in the actual audio so we can tell where it is in relation to that clip. Now, if you listen real closely, you're going to hear that noise, that little pitching noise. Now that is actually coming from the My Game Game Capture. It is using analog audio plugged in directly into my game capture card and transferred over using the USB to my other computer, because I record on another computer so that it doesn't take up more performance for the games. It leads more of the games. So what it does is it just goes over using the analog audio stream. Now, the reason why that is not the best thing in the world is that it causes that little rain. So that's why I have the OBS take the game audio as well, in addition to the face cam. So really, we're using the OBS source for two things. We're using the OBS source for the face cam, and we're using the OBS source for the game audio that you're hearing. Now with Doki Doki Literature Club, it doesn't really matter that much, because the only thing you're going to be hearing is the menu noises. There really is no music anywhere else, so there's really no point in doing it. Like, you could play the game without any audio and it still be the same thing, but we don't do that, obviously. We like to have audio. Now, anyway, another cool thing you can do with Vegas that you can't do with Premiere is you can select all four of these tracks, right, with Control and have it going. And you can press U on your keyboard to actually ungroup them so you can move these separately. Now, what it will tell you is how much it is offset. So this, you can tell it is offset by 6 frames. Now, we don't want to do that for this particular source, but that is really cool. Now, we are going to actually keep these together. So you can right-click, and I believe you could say group. But what I like to do is just do this and just say G so that it goes together. And there you go. And it's pretty cool. So anyway, if we keep these together, we can move the clips where they want them to be. Now you can actually move it over this clip, and it won't remove it like it does in Premiere. It'll keep it there. In Premiere, whatever you put up there, this would actually be removed because this takes it over. So we can actually move this down below where we want it so that this clip is always showed before. Now this is my face cam. Before I started recording, I did the clapping noise right there, which is what we're going to link up with the actual audio later. And we're going to put the face cam obviously above everything else as well. The face cam border goes above everything else. That takes it over. So anyway, once we've got all of that, we're going to add another audio track, move everything down one more. And we can actually remove this now. So what we can do is press U and then remove it. Just get rid of it completely. Press delete. It doesn't really matter. Another thing you could do, if you don't want to ungroup them, is what you can do is just delete the track. If you delete the track, that gets rid of that. and it keeps everything else where it's supposed to be. That's all we needed to do, is just to put that there. Now we can move this. We can keep this down there, and what we're going to do is we're going to group these together. So press U and then G again. So anyway, these will all move together. Obviously, they're not going to lose their space no matter where they are. So that way we can know it's always linked up with the clip. And what we'll do now is we're going to add in, what the fuck, Sayori? This is what I just named my Audacity track. Now I record my voice using Audacity through this microphone here. And if we let it load up here in a minute, we're going to see, as you can see, there's my face. And you can already see right there the 5 little claps that I made. Like if we actually go back, we can actually hear them going. That kind of uses some of the experience from the clapper, obviously. It's just a clapper. And what it does is it makes sure that everything's linked up. You see the spike in the audio and you're like, oh, whatever. Now, in this case, we don't have any audio spike to link it to. So we're just going to go visual. As you can see, as we scroll through, we can see me going and clip this right here for a minute. I don't know where my voice is coming from for that. Oh, it's probably me playing the video.
What are you doing?
As you can see, there goes my claps. Boop, boop. So what we'll do there is we'll put that in vaguely where we think it's going to be, and we'll see how well that links up. That actually seemed to link up pretty well, so we're going to keep it like that. Extend the clips to the very end there. And we're going to go right here, which is where I think I'm starting to talk. As you can see, there it is.
Hello, guys. What is going on?
There we go. I actually do start to talk right there, so that was a good guess. What we'll do is we'll press Control on all 4 of them, press U and then G again so that they all group together. We're going to press S on our keyboard to split the track and then just delete it. Now, unfortunately, I don't know how to ripple delete like you do in Premiere. I'm sure there's a way, but I just haven't figured it out yet. But we just move it back there to the beginning, as you can see the beginning. So now our face cam is taking up the entire screen. What are we going to do about that? Well, we are going to need to add a brand new track, a brand new video track. We're going to put this YouTube face cam border over everything else. As you can see, it takes up the whole screen right now because of the resolution. We don't really want that. So what we'll do is we'll go over here to this button right here that says Event Pan Crop. On this layer, now this specific layer is the layer that I just put in. We're going to hold Shift on our keyboard so that it doesn't lose its shape, and then pull it back this way. Now, as you can see, it puts it vaguely where that seems like it's small enough. So what we'll do is we'll move it over. But if you'll notice, look at this. There's like a drop off there when you go over past this. Now that is because our little area here is not big enough. But if you do it like this, it just does it normal. So it just keeps it the way you don't want it to be. Now, how are we going to fix that? Well, what we can do is we can change this size about center option. So that way we can go out like this more on and out. It would actually be lock aspect ratio. There we go. So then we'll just move this out. Now, the way we can tell is when the aspect ratios reach the size is when it starts going down like that. That means that you can move it around anywhere you want freely and not have to worry about it going away. I've done that. Actually, we'll make that a little bit smaller because it's a little bit big. Again, we're having the same problem, so just boom, go up like this until it starts going down a little bit. And there you go. Now this is like vaguely where we want it. To tell what you're going, you could press this button right here, which will bring it to the size. And that's basically what the size of the face cam is going to be. It's not that big, it's not that small. It's basically the sweet spot. Now press ESC to escape, get out of full screen mode. And yeah. So what we'll do here is we'll grab this. Obviously it's linked, so we'll press U to unlink it so that it doesn't affect anything else. And we'll do basically the same thing. Now this is already to 16:9, so it's not going to have that same problem we had before of it disappearing. So we'll press the Shift button and we'll move it over to there. Now, we are going to have that same problem, as a matter of fact. So I forgot about that. There we go. So we're going to see this. We're going to go down a little bit smaller anyway because we don't have enough room for that. Good. Now we're gonna get it somewhat perfect, kinda. We don't have to get it 100%, but we'll get it close anyway. This is a little bit easier to mess around with in Premiere because you can actually zoom in while doing it, but you can kind of keep a good eye on that center and what we'll do there. It's pretty cool. Now, how are we going to get rid of it? Well, we'll actually enable the mask option here, and I'm going to get an idea of where the end is, what the end is going to be. So what we'll do is we'll just go out, say to around there maybe, and we'll get an idea of what that looks like. And yes, that is about right. It's about perfect. And so we'll go back onto that. And we need to go down a little bit and get rid of this mask because we don't really need it. We'll grab that to the very edge there so that it's not affected it. And we'll kind of do the same thing on this side. So we'll have that, and to the very end where you think it's starting to go off, that's just about perfect. So that's kind of what the idea is. We'll mask off the actual video regardless of where it is on the very, and that's basically what it's going to look like. I'll make that look a little bit nicer for anyone who's OCD. There you go. That's what they're going to be seeing. Oh, I added a keyframe to it. That's why it's not. I was like, why is it back to normal? That's why, because look at this. Look at what I've done here. So that's what keyframes do. We're going to keep them like this throughout the entire thing. And it might get a little bit of a start.
Hello, guys. What is going on? My name is Liz.
No, it didn't. Okay, so we're good. What if I did it? If you have it, the one thing I don't like about Vegas is if you have like this insertion point somewhere over here, it's going to add a keyframe to it. And what that basically means is it's going to animate its position. So over time, it's just going to gradually go up to where it's supposed to be and trying to form its way in there. And that's not really what we're looking for. We want it to be there, ready for us at the very beginning. Now, my voice is a little bit loud, but that could just be because my computer's messed up. But if you really want to know if your voice is messed up, I think you can add in a tool that it's called the master bus. So if you go under window, master bus is already on there, so I'm not sure where it's at. Now let's say, for example, we don't want it to be up there the entire time. Let's say for the intro, the way I like to usually do it is one of the styles is until I say the game, it's always full screen. So what we'll do is we'll go up into here where it says, hey guys, what's going on? My name is LaserFighter111. Today we're playing blank, and then we'll do
Hello, guys. What is going on? My name is LaserFighter111. Today we are back with another episode of...
There we go. So that's kind of where we want it. So around this area, we'll hit S on our keyboard to split it, and then we'll go on back. We can actually... this is... Okay, I forgot to link them. You see what happens when I make mistakes. So I think those are the only four we need to link together. So press U and then G, there we go. So what we'll do,
Another episode of
yeah, that's it. Okay, so we want another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. There you go, right here. And this doesn't really matter. So what we can do is split and then remove this because we don't really need the border anymore if it's going to be full screen. Take this, go under the mask path, and we can actually just say reset mask so that it goes to full size. And then under position, we can say restore. So anyway, it goes right back to the big old screen anyway. And then what we can even do is add in a little bit of a fade in, which is what I like to do in the past. So I usually go up to 10 frames, and we'll do this fade in offset on all three of these so that it all fades in and it looks pretty cool. And on the fade and offset, I like to keep this ungrouped here. I'm just trying to tell you what I like to do, and then we'll get rid of this because obviously it's going to show up. And then to make it look a little bit cooler.
Hello, guys.
I didn't reset the mask, did I? It should have anyway. Did I reset it on this? No, I didn't. Okay. So I must have just forgot to reset the mask. There you go. That goes, I'm used to pulling up there from Premiere, and it doesn't really do that much in Vegas. So anyway, yeah. that doesn't really matter. So honestly, we just remove that. For anyone who's OCD, we'll make this timeline look a little bit better for you. I don't know what happened there. We'll push that down a little bit. So there you go. Anyone's OCD, timeline looks a little bit better. Anyway, what we see now is this.
Hello, guys. What is going on? My name is Liz.
Oh, it does the keyframes again. That's why it's not. We don't need those. We don't need these. We don't need these, do we? No, we don't. We don't need any of these. That goes back. That goes back there. We need at least one keyframe, but that's it.
Hello, guys. What is
I forgot to reset the mask. That's all mine. That's why it's not working, because I had all the keyframes made.
Hello, guys. What is going on? My name is Liz. Today we are back with another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club.
Now you'll notice I'm kind of rusty with Sony Vegas in and of itself, because I just don't use it that much. I'm more used to Premiere now. So all those edits I was making, it would have been fine without using the keyframes. But, you know, it would have been fine to do it without making keyframes, I guess, would it be. But since this is Vegas, you know, the rules are a little bit different. But anyway, here's what we've got going for us right now. We've got the game, and keep in mind, it doesn't actually look like this in the screen. So if we go best full here, we'll go in it. This is what it is actually going to look like, which looks a little interlaced there, but that could just be, yeah, I know what that is. That's the stupid resample. Get rid of that. That should make it look better. Yeah, okay, good. Resample's not a thing on Premiere. I've got to say, I don't really understand it. I don't know what resample is, but all it really does is kind of make it look interlaced, and it's really dumb. Now, the whole thing here is basically zooming out and going to here, which is where I kind of see a little off break. Again, like I said, all we're really going to be looking at are the audio now. So here we are. We see the two girls having a conversation here, and I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll find out.
Shit! Damn it! Oh fuck.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's just me contemplating my life decisions, so that's fine. We'll keep that in there. I think this is where I left as a joke, just to go. I actually took a bathroom break there, but I had to, make a dramatic exit somehow. So this is how I did it.
Bye. That's all it is. So yeah, I know it. Don't make me feel shittier about this. I'm leaving. I'm fucking leaving. I am leaving. I'm telling you what. I tried to come out here and make a video. It didn't work. I'm leaving.
Yeah, okay. And then I slam the door behind me, and it doesn't really matter. So for that, I kind of want to, again, have it in full screen. So we'll do that.
I know it. Don't make me feel shittier about this.
So we'll do, from right here, we'll say, is the area. So what we'll do is we have the split, obviously. We'll go up to here. Oh, that. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Oh, I soloed it. That's why. Okay, we don't want that. All right, so what we'll do is we'll just do this. We're going to move it over here. And that way, that's gone. Make sure we're at the start of the frame again, because with Vegas, it's going to want to make keyframes, and we don't want that. And we'll go ahead, reset our mask, go into position, restore, so that it goes this way, and it's not going to keyframe on us.
I'm leaving. I'm fucking leaving. I am leaving.
So there it shows me getting the heck out of there. From right here.
I'm fucking back.
Yeah, that's what happens there. So we're gonna get the entry into the room as well. And we're gonna full screen this as well. That is fine. So I had the wrong one, but I'm gonna have to split that anyway, so I might as well do it now. Get rid of this. And we'll get rid of this. We'll take everything and we'll move it back to here. So that way we can show this going this way. There we are. And where it goes from I'm fucking back.
Fucking back.
We'll split it there. And we'll split that here, get rid of this, and we'll do the same thing. So we'll go to the start. We're going to go to the mask. We're going to reset the mask and the position. Basically, editing is just doing the same thing over and over again. It's kind of pretty self-explanatory. Once you learn how to do it, you know how pretty much. You know how to do everything. So there we are. Here's it starts. The spacebar actually moves us back to where it is. I'm not used to that. And then there's me coming back in. There's me closing the door because it didn't quite close.
Fucking back.
You know what? I just kind of want that. I just kind of want the I'm fucking back. I don't want the long, dramatic entryway. Because we already showed me leaving, so why does it really matter? So we'll do this, hit delete, and we'll have to move everything from the start again because the ripple delete doesn't exist, or it does, and I just don't know where it is. Good, gorgeous. So we'll press that to where we start talking again, get rid of all the white space, move her back to the start, and we'll keep on going with our lives.
All right, I get it. Sorry.
So there we are. We keep on going like nothing happened until right around here, which is where that goes off again, obviously.
Worry too much.
So yeah, I just needed a moment there to like chill out. So as it seems that all seems to be linked up right. It's just kind of like two audios playing at the same time, or like two videos. I mean, it's just kind of a little bit too much for Premiere to play at full. So that I remember I changed that over. So let's go half on. Oh, that's a little. Let's go preview half. That's a little bit better. So 960 preview quarter. Oh gosh. Okay. We've made it worse. I'm just rambling on about some useless mumbo jumbo that no one cares about. We'll put it all in there. We're gonna put it all in there.
Although
I'm suffering.
I was,
I've got to suffer to make this video, so you got to suffer listening to me say this stuff. And now here we are doing the outro scene, which is a little bit more tame.
But anyway, guys, yeah, that's gonna have to do it for this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to this video for more awesome content. I can't even do my
outro right now.
If you want to see more of this game, be sure to leave a like. I can't even do my outro right now because I'm so fucking shocked what happened today. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. And that's me trying to, do my outro after that shit just happened and I can't figure it out. And then what we'll do is we'll take everything and we'll just fade it right out, which is one of the things I like to do. And that's everything. That's including the little face cam thing. Usually we don't include that in any of the edits we do, but anyway, that's that. So that's essentially what a timeline is going to look like for the Doki Doki Literature Club. Most of the time, everything here is me talking, is reading the scratch screen or like giving my opinion about everything. So there's nothing here that needs to be cut out. Usually in a longer video, or not a longer video, this is already 55 minutes long. Usually in let's say a video about Minecraft or something, there's going to be little spikes of talking and then just nothing because then I'm building. I'll talk a little bit here and then to the camera and that's it. I'll just keep recording the whole time. That's when you're going to see a lot more cuts than this. But this is just kind of splicing things together and making a montage, essentially is what it is. It's a little story-driven, telling the game. You sit down, play the story with me, have a little fun, have a game with it. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to take this up in Vegas, because obviously I'm not used to Vegas, so this was kind of a little hard for me, I will be honest. But yeah, that's going to have to be it for today, guys. My name is Connor Pouts. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to this video for more awesome content, and I will see you guys later. It is now 2 a.m., so it took me a little under an hour to do this, I'd say. Something like that.